All right. So, Naveen, if that is the case, I can talk to Vinay after this session and probably move it to then Thursday.
Yeah,
Thursday
that
will work for the team.
that will work.
All right. So we can move it to Thursday.
Might not for me, Shani. I already have a pre-commitment on that day, so that's the problem.
Will we do it on Friday? That's fine.
No. Sorry, means till Wednesday it's fine. Otherwise, it's difficult.
Then let us talk to each other, then find a solution.
Okay. Or as it is, we do 2 assessments as a regular feature. So we'll do 2 assessments, one on Wednesday, one on Thursday. So Naveen group can give it on Thursday, rest everyone can give on Wednesday, since it was already announced for Wednesday. But now the question is, are you okay with the second format, or do you want to still create fancy dashboards? Second.
What will be the easy?
Easy is nothing in life. Nothing is easy in life. So you need to opt for, what do you think? It's just why I was thinking, because you get a flavor of both the things, in your anywhere. If you give DA 100, which is for Power BI certification, or if you give your Tableau desktop certification, any certification you give, nobody asks you to create a dashboard. That was primarily why we did it, because you might have to do it for your work purpose, not for certification purpose. Now, since we have already done one thing for the work purpose, why don't prep ourselves with the thought that yes, we can give certification in future. So let's get a sample of how it would be.
Yes, Sean.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Correct. Get a flavor of both. So the data set, if you want, I can give it to you. I'll share the data set with you. And like I said, it's going to be purely MCQ questions. Concepts are going to be there. It's a replica of a sample Tableau desktop certificate. And then it is going to be your question based on the data set, where you have question and 4 answers, and you have to pick one of the answers, and the answer you will only be able to get once you've done your work in Tableau. So by today, and hopefully my trainings, after your training, I have 4 to 6, then 6:30 to 7:30, then 7:30 to 8:30. So by 10 or 11 o'clock, I will be able to upload the data set, or I'll try in between. If I get time, I'll do it. All right.
Yeah. Shani, I hope we'll get proper time to attempt a question.
Yes. So anything which is conceptual would be less number of time, and anything which is for solving ways would have at least 5 minutes, 7 minutes.
Okay, that would be great.
Okay. All right. Okay, so today what we want to create is, remember the KPI cards we created in Power BI? Yes. So over there also, to get the, what you call the KPI cards, we had to create certain fields, and then using those fields, we could come up with this thing. Same thing we want to do over here in Tableau, but this requires little more. Like there's nothing called a KPI card over here. So we want to do a replica of, where did I put it? Strange. Where did it go? Okay, we want to do a replica of something like this, in which, hold on, is it? Okay, in which I would want something to the effect that, again, same thing we are doing in our KPI this time also, that we are trying to show what was the current value, current year sales, and how it has increased or decreased from the previous year. So similar thing we are doing. But over here, I also created, I thought it will use a simple parameter also, in which what is going to happen in this parameter, type in. So if I wanted to look at a trend over there, if you remember, there were numbers, and then there was a percentage showing how much it has increased and decreased, and there was a trend chart that came up. So over here also, I thought you will do something like this, that if I wanted to see the trend of 12 months, I can. If I want to see the trend of last 6 months, I can. If I can change the number of months for which I want to see the trend and not showing the entire trend. Sounds good? Is it clear what we want to do? Yes.
Yes, Ishani.
So let's start with this. This is again, I've not changed the data set so that we don't have to get busy understanding the data set again and again. So let's open up our favorite data set, Superstore. And there's a lot of values and there are some new date formulas which I'll be introducing to you today. So the first and foremost thing is, think about, if I have to create a dashboard, the KPI card like this, what are the things that I need to find out? One is the current year sales, how much it is, or profit, how much it is, correct? To find this change, what do I need to find out?
Previous year's profit.
Percentage of
Very
year.
good. Right? Previous year profit. So I need a way to calculate my current year profit. I need a way to find my previous year profit. Once I found this, then it's simply a percentage difference from that I get this number over here. Correct? And once I've got this is going to be the replica of it. So how will you get the current year sales? Do you remember LOD's, level of details?
Yes.
In LODs, there was something called fixed, include, and exclude.
Yes, Ishani.
Yeah. Okay. Chanchal, can you mute Vinay? Thank you. So if you remember, there were 3 level of details. One is exclude, include, and fixed. And there was a 4th level of detail we spoke about. Does anybody remember?
Table scope.
Very good. The table scope, right? Table scope, the purpose of table scope LODs was to create a overall number and then utilize it. So over here also, we need a overall number, which is the current year sales. So how we are going to proceed? If I put order date and if I put, let's say, the profit, what am I going to get? Year-wise profit. Now I want to create a calculated field in which I'm only able to get I want to create a field which only stores the latest year total sales or total profit in this case. So we'll go to calculated and I'm going to call it as profit current year, and its calculation is going to be again starting with fixed. If you remember, this is a format, but table level, table scope LODs do not have a dimension to it. So colon, what I want to do is I want to find sum. Now sum based on what? If my year of order date is equal to, I want to find which is the latest one. So how will I find latest one? Which function will help me to find the latest? Which function will help you to find max function? Now max function you want to apply on a row or you want to apply on the entire table?
Entire table.
Entire table. So again, you will have to put this curly brackets which works on the entire table. And I want to find what is the maximum year of order date. Okay. So for year, this is there. For max, this is there. And I close it. Now, what this will give me, max year order date, out of the order date, whichever is the latest date, maximum date, and year of that. So in this case, it will return me what? 2014. Is it clear what I've written here?
Please explain the syntax one more time, Shani.
So if I would, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find one single number out of the entire order date. And what am I interested in is the year component of it. So year function, like we had in Excel, like we had in Power BI, what it does, it extracts the year of the date. Now what Max is doing, let's say it extracted year, it will extract 11, 12, 13, 14. Now, if I put a max function on 11, 12, 13, 14, what will it return me?
2014.
2014. So this function is doing what? It is working on an array on the entire field and returning me the maximum year with, according to this table, is 2014. Now, what we are saying, if our order date year is equal to 2014 or whatever is a maximum, then I want to return the sales. And what am I doing to the sales? So the sum function has this thing. Now, if the year is true, then I want to return the sales. So then I'm doing sum of sales. Correct?
Right. Yes.
Else, I don't want to do anything. So I'll straight away put end. This is the end of it. And this is the end of the fixed function.
All right.
Everybody, is it clear what I did? So you have to think about that. Typically, when you use calculated field, we were creating another field and the row wise calculation was happening. But now we don't want a row wise calculation. We want one single number out of the entire thing. So anytime we are doing that, we'll use our curly brackets here. So this is returning me the year of the last date. This is checking the year component and matching with that. Now, whenever these two are same, then it's returning sales. And whenever I'm getting these multiple sales, I'm doing a sum function on it. So at the end of the day, I'll get the sales of the entire 2014.
Why sales we profit, I believe, right?
Oh, sorry. Correct. Profit. So I'll get the current year profit. Now, when I drop over here, do you see what happened? 2140 was the profit of the last year. That is what I got in all the cells. This is clear?
Yes, Shani.
Now, I got the current year. I want the previous one. So this is, I'll duplicate this particular field. And in this field, what we can do a simple fix. Simple fix. Do you want to see the maximum year?
I think no.
What do you want to see? A year before that. So how do I get year before that?
Previous year.
No, we don't have previous year. So we, whatever is the maximum, can we put
It's
a minus
minus
one on
one.
it?
-1.
Correct. Whatever is the max year, minus one is the previous year.
Yes.
And then we click OK. We get the previous year sales profits. So 123 was for 2013. That's what we are getting here. 140 was for 2014. That's what we are getting here. Now, why we are using these formulas? Because we want to make sure if the data changes, it's still picking the latest year and the previous year to it. So far, so good?
Yeah.
Yes, Shani.
Right? And then now we want to calculate the change. Change part is easy. We can simply create a calculated field and say profit percentage or profit change. And that's a simple calculation to say whatever is my profit of current year minus my profit of the previous year divided by the profit of the previous year is my, what did I do? Equal to,
Minus, yeah.
and I'm just, okay. And okay. So this gives me a percentage change. So when I drop it, it's showing as 0. What should I do? Is it 0? Obviously not. What should I do?
Table calculation.
No, it's a formatting issue.
Oh.
Okay, because it's a percentage, so it's 0 point something something. This has been rounded off. So right click, format. What we want to format is the profit change. I don't want it to be a number. I want it to be a percentage, and you decide how many decimals. I would leave it at 2 decimal places, and this is my percentage change, which is positive. So means from the last year, previous year to last year, there was an increase in 14.12% of profit.
Ishani, please show the calculation for profit range.
Yes. So let me do this thing.
And for that previous year as well.
All. Basically, all you need to see. So over here, I'm not going to copy paste. Anyways, you guys can't paste. So you can't copy paste from this chat window, correct?
Yes, no cut.
You can't. It is good. I don't want you to copy paste. The reason I don't want you guys to copy paste is because then you don't understand where the brackets are opening and closing. So I would want you to write it. So I'm putting all the calculations in the chat window. Look at them because this is your first time. Obviously, you'll need help. And then calculate these things for me. This is previous year. First one was for the current year. And then I'll put the profit change also. Okay, let's start working on this. So we'll try to create one KPI, which is for profit. Second one, you will know how to create it. And then we can move on to our story.
Shani, Shakad aside, the first formula you have pasted, it's for the current year.
It is for the current year, yes.
Okay.
That is Tanya.
All three? All right, waiting for others. No copy paste can happen, right? So you have to write everything. So it's clear, right, how the formulas are working?
Yes.
These are not so bad. The next set is very bad. I had to create a Word document in order to make sure you guys understand what's going in the formula itself.
Shami, why did we use curly bracket before max?
Max, because yes. Now, why did we use a curly bracket before max is very simple reason. Because again, I want it to work on the entire field at one go. So taking the entire order date and finding what is the maximum out of it. So returning one single value out of this calculated field.
Okay, and what if we don't use that? So how does that calculation work?
It is going to give you an error, I think. Max, because I would not be able to apply max over here then. It should ideally, yeah. It's going to give me an error. Can't mix aggregated and non-aggregated values. So this is max is an aggregation. This is a non-aggregated thing. So you can't mix these two together.
Okay. Yeah, correct.
Okay. So this is going to return me one single value and that's how I'm able to compare it. Okay, what's the status, everyone? Ankita done, Shweta done, Kshitij done.
Just 1 minute.
Ishani, the
Yes.
profit change is change minus profit CY minus profit PY. Or
It is current minus previous divided by previous. Change, right? Current minus previous divided by previous,
okay,
like a,
sorry. Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
Okay. So right now we have done just one part of the KPI card, that is to show the current year and the change in the KPI card. We still have to make the trend line. Now there are going to be instances when you like Power BI more than Tableau, and some days when you like Tableau more than Power BI.
Ishan, in the last calculation field is change. So we have to type change.
You have to type change as in, you have to create this field. You have to create this field. It doesn't get created by itself. You have to create it. So 3 fields you are creating. One is current year, one is previous year, then you're calculating the change. 3 calculated fields are there.
Profit CY.
Previous year, current year, and then change.
Yes.
Shani done.
Done. All right, Ankita, Deepika, Shweta, Kshitij, all done.
Done, Ishan.
Arshad done. Tanu done. Saikat also done. Sanjeet, status?
Ishani, just
Gunjan done. Yes, tell me.
just show me the profit change.
This one on my
Yes.
screen.
Yes, yes.
Pratibha done. Vivek done. Okay. What about Maheshwar and Vikar, Naveen, Sunil?
Shani, unfortunately, my son, has broken my laptop. He has thrown it from the bed, so I don't have anything to work on today. I have just
All
given
right.
it to repair.
Okay. I hope son is fine.
He is fine, but yeah, my laptop is not fine.
I know kids. My son also tries that. He tries to take any instrument and kill my laptop. Tried it a couple of times.
He pushed it from the bed and fell.
From my side also, Ishani. Shakar.
Done. All right. Let's move on then. Sanjeet, done, right?
Yes, Ishani, done.
Okay. So now if you see, we have just got something to put on the top. And which component of the sheet is this? Where I've written CY, profit is this, percentage is this. What component of sheet is this?
The title.
The title.
Title.
Correct. So what we are going to do is, in order to put it in the title, you can double click. So these all things that you have dropped over here is a part of your, you can insert it, right? So even if I don't want to show it, let's say I want to create it on a new sheet, and if I double click over here, and if you click on insert, you are not getting any of the fields that you want to drop, because I want to drop current year, I want to drop the change. So I can't see that. So how will I get that in the title? Where should I drop these fields?
In the filters.
No.
In the title area?
There is no title area, is it? There's nothing called title in marks chart. Details.
Details.
Okay, this card is what we're going to choose. So CY over here and change over here. So when you drop anything in the details, they necessarily don't have to show up in your charts over here. And now if I want to say that current year profit space, if I go and insert, now I'll get it. So this is my profit. And then I wanted to show the, what do you call, how much is the change? So again, insert, I've dropped change also, change percentage versus previous year. If you like, what I've done is I had made this bold, I had changed the size, and I had changed the color, and I made it in the center so we can apply all those things. So on the top, it's coming like this. Why is my profit change? We did change the format, correct? Why is it showing up like this? Okay, we'll fix that later. Now the tedious part is about to come, to create these trend lines. Now this is going to be little tedious. Why I'm saying it's tedious? Because this is not the trend line for all the dates. It's trend line for the, from the last date, the previous 8 date. Or if I make it 12, this is for the last year. So this starts from December 2013 and goes all the way to December 2014. So only 1 year is being considered over here. So how will I get only 1 year data when I have the order date of all the 4 years? So now I'm going to introduce you to few functions. They are not easy to understand. I've tried my best. I created this document so that you can understand easily. The first function I want to introduce is called date trunk. Now what date trunk does, it is going to return the first day of the specified date part. Now, what are date parts? A date comprises of month, year, quarter, date, right? So year, month, quarter, these are called date part. Day is a date part. So if I put something like date trunk, month, order date, what it will do for me is, for each order date that I have on a month level, it will give the first of that month. Okay, I'll repeat. What date trunk does, it gives the first day of the specified date part. If I use month, with each order date, it will give me first of that month. If I use the date part as a year, what will it give? Let's say if the date is 23rd Feb 2017, what will be the date trunk year, order date? What will it return?
2017.
First one, it will return the first day. So 1/1/2017. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, for year, on the year basis, it will do the first of it. Something like our start of month. Remember, we had start of month in Power BI.
Yes.
It's kind of doing this thing for us. So what I did, I had already created this sheet and I took a snippet out of it. So if I do this calculation of date trunk, month, order date and plot it, this is how it shows up. So whether the date is 3rd of January, it will show 1st of January. Whether it's 30th January, it will show 1st January. And when it changes to Feb, it will become 1st of Feb. So is this function clear? What it does? Shows you the first date of the date part that you have put in the function. Now, second thing that we are going to use is something called a date add. Date add is there in Power BI also. What it helps us to do is add a certain interval to your date. Okay, now how would it work? So for example, if I say month date part minus 11 and order date, what it will do? Whatever is your order date, it will take you minus 11 months, correct? So if I right now, if I am in April, it will take me minus 11 months behind. And that date that gets generated, it returns that value. This is easy. This you have already used, I think. Date add. Yes. Right? Date add is there. Now, what I'm going to do, if I drop it, I've given a sample also. If I did date add month minus 11 order date, then see if it's 1st of Jan of 2011, what it returns is 1st of Feb 2010 minus 11 months. If it was 3rd of Jan, it will return me 3rd of Feb, exactly that date minus 10, minus 11 months. So this is what your date add does. In your order date, I'm going certain months back. This is clear what dates add do?
Yes.
Yes.
Now we're going to mix both and get what I need. So I am saying over here that date trunk month comma order date, which means 1st of each month. If this is greater than date add month minus 11, again curly bracket to show that it has to return me one single value. Whatever is your order date, maximum 1st of that month. So if December 2014 is my last order date, I will get 1/12/2014 as a result of this particular part. Is it correct or no?
Yes. Yes.
Can you repeat?
So again, you remember when Kshitij had asked me why we are putting a curly bracket means it's working on the entire field and returning you one single value. So what this does is I'm using a date trunk in it. Date trunk gives me what? The 1st of a date part. I'm using month. So it will give me 1st of month. But which year? Since I'm using max, so what will I get? Which year?
2014, the maximum.
2014 in this case. And now I'm saying go minus 11 months from this date. So anytime my date, 1st of that month is greater than minus 11 months, it becomes true. Otherwise it gives me false. Yes?
Okay. Yes.
Else, that's why I had to break up this entire thing so that you guys can understand. So if I pick a particular date, let's say if I pick a date called, let's say, what is the date today? Let's say, in this case only, we say let's say it's 3/6/2017. Okay. Now your date trunk is going to return what over here?
1/6/2017.
Okay. And my max is returning what? 1/12/2017. Correct?
Yes.
And if I say date add of minus 11, what is it returning me?
January.
Minus, yeah, January of 2017.
Yes.
Correct?
7. Yes.
January of 2017. So now we are saying if this date is greater than this date, which it is, then it is true, otherwise false. So what is happening? Every date that lies between 1st of the date that we have given till 31st, the 1st of the last month, all those things will become true. Rest everything will become false.
Yes.
Yes. So by this, we are able to capture the last 11 months data or 12 months data rather.
Say it again, Shani.
Okay. So if this is the date,
Yeah.
I got 1st of that month.
Yes.
Maximum is 1/12/2017.
Yes.
Minus 11 will be 1st of Jan.
Yes.
Right? Now what we are saying is 3/6/2017 greater than 1/1/2017. True or false? True.
Yes. True.
Right? So what will come as true? Any date which is lying between this date and this date. Yes?
Yes.
Sanjeet. All the dates between these two dates will come as true. Yes? You take any date between this date. Let's say make it 8.
Yeah.
Date trunk does what? 1/8. This does not change. It's a max. This does not change because it's based on max, the date add. So
Yes.
is this date, does this date lie between these two dates? Yes.
Yes.
So all the dates which are within that period will get captured. And what is this period? This is 1 year data, right?
Yes.
From
Yes.
1st of Jan, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. And if I
Yeah.
gave something from, let's say 2016, date trunk
Cycle.
becomes what? This becomes 2016. Now,
Yes.
if I ask, is this greater than this number? Answer is
No.
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 It's
But the
false.
max won't change.
Max won't change. Max is dependent on the order date's last date, right? So these two values is as it is not changing at all.
Okay.
Only thing changing is this first part of date trunk because it's going row by row and checking each and every order date.
Okay. Fine.
Okay. And what this is returning to me is true or false as an output. So
Okay.
let's write this over here. So I'm going to call it last n months. Why n months? Because I want to make a parameter so that I can go 11 months, 6 months, 4 months. So I'm just saying last n months, date trunk in terms of month, comma, of what? Order date. If this is greater than your date add of month, working on the date part of month, and I'll put minus 11 for now, but I'll replace it with a parameter, comma. Now, what is a date? Curly bracket, maximum date trunk of months date is order date and date trunk. This is your max and curly bracket closed and bracket closed for the date add. Right? This will return me what? This will return me true or false as an output. So once I create this field, it'll give me something like true and false. So now if I drop it in the filter and I want to pick only the true values. And now if I drop the order date and let's say the sales, and I'm going to expand it to the month level, what are we able to get? From December all the way to over here, Feb. Oh, greater than equal to. 1 second. Where is my last 10 months? Edit. Greater than or equal to. Then I'll get my January also. Right. So I have got all this, all these months. From December till January till December, I've got my profit trend. Okay. I will show you the formula. In fact, I'll send you the formula. I'll load this sheet of Word also that I've put over here. Now, what I wanted to do, introduce a parameter. So for that, you know the drill. We create a parameter. I'm going to call it n months. How many months does a person want? It is going to be an integer data type. It's going to be a range, and minimum I want 1, maximum I want is, let's say, 12, and okay. Show the parameters. Spelling I have to correct. Hold on. Oops. Not
Again, we have taken sales. We have to take profit, right? In row.
I'm so used to profit all the time. My brain is stuck to profits, sales, not profits. Right now, this is there. Now, again, if I'm changing this parameter, nothing will change it. If I make it 3 or if I make it 11, nothing is changing. Why? Because the last n month does not have it. So all I'll do is go to edit. Instead of 11, I'll put my parameter n month. That's it. So now I'm going to get 11 months. If I say I want for 4 months, I'm only getting December minus 4, November, like this. Okay. Yes, no, maybe.
Yes.
Yes, Ishani.
Yes.
I'm sending it wait, I'm sending this formula to you, but I hope it's clear what is in the formula. I worked very hard to create that Word document for you guys. Before I started, I was thinking verbally I can explain. I was like, no, it won't happen verbally for sure. So that's why I created that Word document. So finish this, and so your KPI card is ready. Once you create this thing, all you have to do is drop it in your dashboard.
It's already done.
Done.
But when I change to n months, my graph is not showing.
What happened?
Can
You
I
want to
see
share
your
your screen?
No, can I see your output?
Can you want to see this output? Huh. What did you get?
No, till the parameter, it's everything is fine. When I'm changing it to the n months, then it's something is wrong.
You want to share your screen?
I have to log in from another system.
Okay. How do we check? What is happening when you're putting a value? What it
Let me
changes,
just-
it doesn't change.
So when I have changed it to in the calculated field, when I'm changing to n months, then the graph is not showing. Let me just log in.
It just goes away.
Yes.
Can you check the name of the parameter, and can you check if you put the brackets and everything properly? Because it might be that you missed the brackets reading as a text and it's making mistake.
Yeah, let me do that.
Done, Ishani.
Okay. I'm trying to put all these formulas, the ones that I did not explain, which were, I thought it's relatively easy to explain. That's why I did not write any detail, but I've put it over here. And I'll send this whole thing, the document to you.
So Ishani, how we can show the value in percentage, title value?
I don't know why in the formatting part did it move. It's not changed here. Profit change. Oh yeah. 1 second. Format. This is again change it to percentage over here. Yeah. So where this profit is, click over here, go to format, and then change it to the percentage. Got it? Arshad?
Yes, can you please repeat?
Yeah. So once you click over here, go to format.
Yes.
And over here in this, make it percentage.
Yes. Done. Thank you.
Okay. So this was KPI, which people find it's not that easy as compared to Power BI to create. And these are important cards that we like to create in our dashboard, irrespective of what tools you guys are using. So that's why thought, it is important for us to know this. Okay. So okay, any question in this? So once these cards are ready for you, then you can simply go to the dashboard, and these are supposed to be, remember, these are supposed to be on the top. So whatever size of the dashboard you have decided, then you can simply drop this, not the sheet one, drop, let's say over here, you're dropping, you created a KPI card. You might want to reduce the height and everything, and then put it on the top over here, just like how I have in this example. So let's just reduce this title. It's too big because it's overwhelming the entire thing. Let us move it to 10. And dashboard, this looks much better, right? So my parameter is also sitting over here. So anytime I'm changing any value in my parameter, let's say if I make it 8, this value will also change. Okay, we don't need certain things like over here, the word profit I don't need, so I can remove that, because all I need is the trend axis. I don't I need this month at least, so that I can keep. That's it. Let me know if you have any questions on this. In fact, I think I can get rid of this also. It just shows 8 months. All right, any questions? All good?
Yes.
Yes, Ashani.
All right.
Yes,
Save. So now only thing left for us is a story. What is a story? So we'll do it tomorrow then.
Sure, Shani.
Yeah, because then I don't want to. Is there anything else I told you we have to do and I have not done? I think I wrote somewhere, right, what all needs to be done for you guys. 1 second, let me just quickly check, make sure I'm not missing on anything.
Something related to sets that we were supposed to do.
Something related to?
In dashboard actions, we didn't cover the sets parameter.
Oh, sets is also left. Okay. Thank you for reminding me. So set action. and story. Story is not going to take time. Story is just telling you a story of how story is created. That's it. Think about it as a PowerPoint presentation. That's it. That's the story. And I had saved one template for you to look at. So I'll show it to you. Is this no hands-on would be required for that, just to make you understand why we create a story, what are the different elements, how do you create different story points. So that I'll tell you. And so tomorrow we'll do the set actions and the story. I'll try to upload the data set that you require for your assessment on Wednesday. We have decided that we will be doing an MCQ based assessment this time, in which I will give you a data set. So you will have to work on the data set to get an answer. Otherwise, you won't be able to get an answer. Any other questions I might have missed to answer? And the document I've created plus this visualization, I'm going to put it in your LMS. All right, then we are done. Tomorrow is the last date, so make sure if you want to ask something, you bring your doubts to the class then.
Okay, Shani.
Okay,
Thank you.
Shani.
All right, thank you, everyone.
Ishani,
Yes.
Ishani, actually, I have few questions. Can I share my screen?
Yes, give me a minute, Shikhar. Let me quickly upload these things because I have back-to-back trainings, and as a result of it, I tend to miss out on these uploading. Somewhere I've done a wrong session.
Okay, no issues, Ishani.
This is not session 20, it's still session 19. So somewhere I've done something wrong. I don't remember now where. I'll try to figure it out. Chanchal, you're still there? Chanchal?
She's not on call.
Yes, ma'am.
Chanchal, what was I saying? Can you check my session numbers properly? I think I've done somewhere I went wrong and put the wrong session. I know today is 19th and not 20th.
Ma'am, I'll just check.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, you can start sharing, Shikhar, and everyone who wants to leave can.
Okay,
Sure,
thank you,
Ishani.
Shani.
Thank you. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Ishani, I don't know why it's showing me the error.
Come on, second. Last bit of putting this. Why is it showing you the error? Month, trunk, order date, max, trunk. There's no closing bracket at the end. The black bracket that you put at very end, it's not there.
But again, it's showing me the error.
Date, month. Oh, sorry, that bracket is there. Date add bracket is, that's there. Hold on. What does it say? Put that black bracket. It's for date add. No. Put that black bracket at the end. What does it say? Can you click on the error? Calculation creates. Click on this error thing.
Actually, okay.
Not okay. That red thing that it was popping up, that it has a calculation error. Click on that.
Yeah, I've clicked on that.
No, you're not. Edit, go back to edit. You clicked on okay. You see on the left side, calculation error. Yes, click on this. Closing parenthesis or comma were passing argument in date add.
Date add
month minus month. This is for trunk. This is for max. Put that black bracket again at the end. One to open, one to close. This close it. And no, don't click OK. It's wrong. It's showing it's wrong. Click over here. Calculation error. Argument month to drink and must specify date part. Month is in small. M cap small. That I didn't focus. It was red. M in small. Correct. Now it's valid.
And Ishani, you have changed on the last part. What it was that -11, what we have done?
I made it a parameter. Did you create a parameter?
No, I have not
No.
created.
So once you create a parameter, you can replace this 11 with the name of the parameter.
And I want to know one thing also. In change, it was showing the actual change in your sheet, but in my sheet, it was not showing. And I have
Formatting, not over here. Right click on zeros, right click, format, go to the field drop down, pick change, sum of change, correct. Change this number format to percentage, correct. That's it. Yeah.
okay, now it was showing. And on the sheet 2, we have to. Oh my God.
Nothing happened, just close on the top. It's a format.
Yeah, and now what we have to done, could you please tell me once again if you're not having any problem?
Problem I don't have, I just don't have time. I have another training lined up. So double click on your sheet. Oh, before you double click on your sheet, what we were trying to create, Shikhar, we were trying to create the title. Okay, for title, we were going to use these fields. Now, without dropping a field, how do you use it? By dragging it in the detail. So drop your current profit into detail and change into detail. And drop change also. Change. Yes. Okay. Now double click where sheet 2 is, where the title is. Title. Where is the title? Shikhar. Title. On.
Okay.
Over there, title ABC1. It's sheet 2, where it's below the shells, column, row, sheet 2.
Sheet 2, this one.
No, this is not a title. This is name of the sheet. On this sheet, where is the title of the view are you creating? Where? Yes.
Oh, sorry, Ishani. Sorry.
Afternoon effect.
Yeah.
Delete it.
Okay. Yes.
So like I wrote CY profit means current year profit. And then I wanted to give the value of it, right? So put a space, go to this insert, drop down. And from here, you can take the last one, current profit. Yes. Okay. And then I pressed enter and I gave the change versus I wrote PY. So this is how it comes on the top.
Okay.
The basic thing was to put anything in your visualization in your title and all, which is not a part of your visualization, which you've dropped. Then you have to drop it in details and use it. And I went to the next line. Next line, I put change from the drop down versus previous. No, not by hand. Delete the text. Delete the text change. This was the value. Click on the drop down. Yes, change. Give space versus VS. Nothing from there, and write PY, previous year.
Nothing from here, PY only.
Yeah. Basically, you're saying current profit is this much, change versus previous year is this much.
Okay. Got it, Ishani.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ishani,
and when you're not getting this percentage over here also, so you will go to sum of change in the detail part, where the detail is given in the marks, in the cards.
Yeah.
Detail, niche, right click on it. Sum of change, right click, format, change this number into percentage. This number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this into a percentage. Correct. Okay. Now it's ready.
Okay, now my title is ready. And what all I have to put in this?
Title is ready, then it's a trend line you need to put. You've created the trend line, right?
It's in the grading part. It's graded.
Shikhar, you have to put the
last. You have to drop the order date. Drop order date. drop the month's sales. Sorry, sales, profit.
Profit.
Sorry, my bad. I'm stuck with sales. Profit.
Should I remove this? Profit.
Just drag it out. Profit. And then the last n months that you've created, drop it in filter. The calculated field of last n months, put it in the filter.
Okay.
True. We are looking only for the true values. Click OK. And then expand it to the month level. The year of order date, which is in your shelf, expand it to the month level. Make it a line chart. That's it.
Okay. Now I have to create the parameter for the last 10 months
Correct.
to show.
Correct. That you please create yourself.
Okay. Okay.
Please,
Yeah.
please, please. I have another
Shani,
training. I always need to look at what I want to teach in the next batch.
Okay.
All right. Yes, Arshad.
Shani, so sorry to bother you again and again.
No. Tell me.
Just wanted to confirm, how can I get my updated score of Power BI?
How can you get the?
Arshad, your scores have been sent. Eklavya will message Vinay and will update your scores.
So could you please confirm how much now I am getting?
How much are you getting in Power BI?
Yes. After the correction.
Bothering IVST -5.
Sorry. Yeah,
I said for bothering IVST -5.
Yeah, sorry, I will not.
No, she can tell you. She'll tell you one quickly. Hold on.
92.
92.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So
now
on 3rd of May, I need my ED.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Take care, guys. Thank you.
Bye, Shani. Thank you.
Bye. Bye, Shikhar.
Chanchal.
Thank you.
Thank you.